Let's take a look at the chart for Bitcoin. Okay, so here's what we're looking at, and here's what we've been looking at. We have this channel pattern, this falling channel, and we broke out to the upside right here. We're going up, and in my last video, I was looking at the 4-hour time frame. That's what we're looking at right now, and we had this uptrend going up like this. I was saying until we break this uptrend going to the downside, then I'm looking at this previous resistance up here. So we broke the resistance we broke the support going to the downside. What I'm looking at now, we also broke the 4-hour moving average. We have this 4-hour moving average right here, broke it going to the downside. This 4-hour moving average is actually looking pretty good. I mean, it was actually a good signal. Right here, we broke above it, nice move up, broke below it, moved down, above it, below it, broke above it. Right here, we're kind of going in and out of it, a little bit choppy, but right here, we broke below it. Right here, we broke above it, a little choppy, but still moving up. And then it's just working out pretty good. I think it's a good signal. Right now we're breaking below it. So I don't know how long we're going to stay below it, but I think in general, when we break back above it, that's going to be a better signal. It's going to be a bullish signal. Right now in general, it feels like we're trending down a little bit. Let's do some resistance levels. We have resistance right here, resistance right here, and resistance right here. I'm looking at kind of like a trend line, maybe something like this on the 4-hour. So let's draw this until we break this trend line going to the upside. It looks like it might be giving us resistance and pushing us down. One thing that I've been thinking though is we have a low right here, a high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high. So what we did pretty much is we got a higher high right here than our high was over here. And it kind of came up and hit this high right here. So we kind of matched it right there. But the thing I was going to say is we have this high right here, and then we have two bottoms, maybe something like this. It kind of looks like a W pattern is what I'm trying to say. So we have let's draw out like this W pattern real quick, maybe something like this. We would drag from the top to the bottom of the W, and then what we did is we broke out, and we actually came up, hit that W target, then we started trending down. So what I'm thinking is maybe the top of this W might give us support. Maybe that's what we're coming back down to test. So we have this resistance up here, maybe the resistance right here and right here, that we got resistance, boom, pushed us down, got able to break through it. Maybe this resistance will act as support now, and we can bounce off this trend line right here. This support, or this resistance, previous resistance should I say, is at 47,776 right here. Right now we're sitting at around 48,445. The other thing I was thinking is, let's go ahead and delete some of this stuff right now. Let's delete this one and maybe this one, since we're looking at kind of more of a closer, smaller time frame. So let's do something like this. We had this uptrend like this. We broke the uptrend. What I was thinking of doing, just to like play around with it, is hit up the Fibonacci retracement levels. So drag from the bottom to the top, and right now it looks like we're kind of heading towards that 38% level. The 38% level is sitting at around 48,000. The 50% level is 47,575. This 50% level looks like it's a little bit lower than the support line that I was looking at, or that top of that W. So I mean, it might wick down and then pop back up. This might be a level to watch. I don't know. We could do some horizontal lines. Let's do some horizontal orange lines, maybe at these levels right here. These are probably the next two that I'd be looking at, and then we can pretty much get rid of our Fibonacci retracement levels. So until we break this trend line going to the upside, this downtrend, then I'll be looking at these Fibonacci levels and this previous resistance right here. This 50% and this previous resistance are a little bit off. The resistance is sitting at around 47.7k, and the Fibonacci level is sitting around 47.5k. We're not getting a lot of volume, but we are trending to the downside. So I don't know. In general, though, we did come up and hit this resistance right here. We did come up, and we came up to this resistance level right around that area. We got rejected. So I mean, I'm kind of not surprised, because usually it happens in these kind of resistance areas. That's why I kind of like to target them. We came up, hit that resistance, got rejected, and now we're moving down. But I wasn't really expecting to get rejected at this one, maybe this one, but and ultimately targeting this one. But yeah, so we got a little bit of choppiness. Like I said, the other thing I'm really watching is, let's go ahead and delete this trend line since we already kind of broke it. But if we're on the 4-hour time frame when we have the 9 moving average out, then we're looking at this blue line right here. We broke below it, and I think until we break back above this blue line, or this nine moving average on the 4-hour, where it's right up here right now, I think it still has to have, maybe has some time to come down a little bit, but we maybe need to break through it. And then once we do, I think that will be a good signal. In general, like I've been saying, it's been a pretty good signal during this little channel pattern. So let's see if it can continue to be a good signal. And let's see if we get a bounce above this little W pattern right here. Like I said, we have a bottom right here and a top right here, top right here, top right, or bottom right here. I think we can go all the way down to, I mean, as long as we don't break this bottom right here, go below this, then I mean, we're still kind of in an uptrend. What I would like to do is, I mean, even if we come up and come down to like right here, even if we go below that little W pattern, if we can just stay above our previous bottom, then at least we're not getting a lower low. So that's pretty much what I'm looking at. Maybe this bottom right here and this top resistance right here. Let's see if we can bounce off that one. If we can't bounce off that one, hopefully we can stay above this previous bottom right there. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys like Bitcoin, hit that thumbs up button. If you're new to technical analysis and want to follow along, or curious how to follow along, check out this playlist right here. It's basically a rundown of how to follow along with the videos and read charts on your own computer and stuff like that. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one.